Well, now that I'm officially rocking and rolling, I figured this would be a good time to go over this morning's activities. So I was taking a shower this morning, getting ready to come to this appointment. As I get out of the shower, my mom knocks on the door. She asks if I can hear her. Say yeah. I guess my husband got a hold of her because the hospital's trying to get a hold of me. My insurance recently switched over to a different company for medications and prescriptions, and so there was some kind of a hang up there. So I got in touch with my transplant coordinator. She let me know who to call, what information to give them. Did that. It was something silly, like my date of birth and my gender code wasn't inputted, even though they already had that information. It was just some little snag that shouldn't have even been there. But as we were getting into the car to come here, because all this happened right before we were supposed to come here, they let me know that after insurance, my copay was going to be $300, which is a lot for us. We fundraise, so we have funds set aside for this specific thing. If we needed to pay it, we would, of course. But they let me know that there's a copay program, and so we decided to just go for it, figure it out while we're driving. That was exciting. That's a nice word to put it. It wasn't exciting, it was horrible. So as I'm driving, following my GPS to get to the hospital, I'm on hold to talk to somebody about enrolling in this copay program, which I didn't know what they were gonna want, like if they were gonna want pay stubs or whatever information, I didn't know. Anyways, we're on hold for pretty much the whole 15 minutes that it takes to get to the hospital. As I pull into the parking lot, the person comes on the phone and they let me know that they don't do that over the phone. I have to go online to apply for the $0 copay program that they have. And so I was trying to get my mom to input it into her phone. Luckily, it's a simple website, so I put it in once we got parked. But I ended up being 10 minutes late to checking in because I'm trying to figure out all this insurance stuff with medication and pharmacy. All right. Sorry for the interruption. Somebody came in the room, so I had to divert my attention and pause this for a minute. So picking up where I left off. Sorry, I thought there was somebody coming again. So as soon as I got here in the room, I opened up the website and applied for the $0 copay program for the filgastrum, and it was actually really simple. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell anybody this, but it was really simple. Luckily, I got approved right away. I got the copay card digitally, so I took a picture of that, called back my insurance company, or the company that's responsible for my prescription, like specialty prescription stuff, gave them the information that they needed, like number, bin, group number, whatever, all that stuff. And they lifted the hold that was on the medication, so they were able to get it sent over, which they won't need it till the 27th, or several days anyways, but it'll be here when we actually need it, so that part's all set now. Yeah, while I was on the phone trying to figure this out and getting the information for the copay program to the person at the pharmacy company, there's nurses coming in and out, techs coming in and out, trying to get questions answered, blood work, vitals. Luckily, the transplant coordinator, she came in at the exact time that they had questions for her, so it all worked out okay. So far, I've had vitals done, labs, they took 7 more vials. Dr. Burt came in to see if I had any questions. which I didn't, but it's really nice that he just stopped in to check in just in case. He said that me going to the hockey game in February, about 3 weeks from now, is okay. So I'm not neutropenic or anything, won't be for a while, so I can still go out in public and do some fun stuff for the time being. So for right now, I have an IV in. They give you a bunch of pre-meds, a couple capsules, or tablets, not capsules. One of them is to protect your bladder from the chemo. It makes you go to the bathroom a lot. Oh, and then Pepsid. I'm hooked up to this little noisemaker. You can see that. And so I got the IV. And sorry, I'm doing this on my phone. IV, bracelet, all that stuff. And yeah, kind of a nice view though. So I got a window. You can see the ocean back there, kind of. And the room. Nothing super exciting. It's a hospital room. I got my cord stuck here. Hospital room. Have my own bathroom there. And I've got my little hidey hole, my little corner. And chair. It rolls around. This little table thing here that I can use for studying. I have my laptop so I can watch and stream whatever. I ordered a quesadilla earlier, a chicken quesadilla with some veggies in it. It was actually pretty good. The nurses were saying that the food here is actually pretty good, and I will vouch for that. It was a nice quesadilla. I believe I'm supposed to have chemo coming in about 15 minutes. The stuff that I'm hooked up to on the IV right now is pretty much saline and some pre-meds, a couple things I can't pronounce. One of them's a steroid, the other one is something else. And they had like a little syringe of like white milky stuff that's supposed to help with nausea. And they did that earlier by itself. And so it's just been a whole bunch of pre-meds and getting ready and vitals. So somebody came in and did a EKG. They just come in, do it, and then they leave. It was kind of nice. This is my home for the day. So pretty simple, easy now that all the stress is done. This morning was hectic, but that's where we're at for now. Yeah, I'm officially started on the chemo. I did want to clarify something that I was thinking about from the previous video. I mentioned that my copay for the filgrastim would have been $300. Just disregard that because I'm sure everybody's insurance is different. I should go without saying, and everybody's going to be in a slightly different position. So don't hold your insurance company to that. Oh, it should only be this. Everybody's going to be different, of course. Anyways, just want to clarify that. I did get some information on the meds that I've already taken, so I thought that people might be interested in that. Earlier they gave me 2 tablets. One was Pepsid to protect the stomach, and then the other one was Lasix to protect the bladder. That's the one that makes you go potty a lot. And then the Synvanti is the creamy syringe that they put in for nausea. They just do that by itself, it's not an infusion. And then the infusions that I've had so far, I'm gonna butcher this, dexamethasone, it's a steroid, also helps nausea, saline, and Mensa, which is more bladder protection. And then of course right now I have the Cytoxan going. So yeah, that's what we got going on so far.